My favorite place is Tokyo, Japan. I like big cities in general, and I think they have a special character to them that make them different from a lot of other places, especially very large cities. One of the things that really impressed me about Tokyo was the way that, despite all of the lights and the noise and the crowds, there was still an order and politeness to everything that happened there, and that really impressed me. So I definitely think that it's among one of my favorite cities in the world.
My favourite place is Durham Cathedral because it's always been part of my life. We used to go to carol service there on Christmas Eve when I was little, and it makes me feel close to my grandparents. And when I was at university, I used to get the train home, and I'd come over the viaduct and I'd see the cathedral and I'd know I was home.
My favourite place is Durham Cathedral because even though I see it every day, when I go inside it still fills me with a feeling of spirituality that makes me feel connected to my family and to the bigger picture.
I have a chance. I want to travel to Barcelona because Barcelona has some of the most unique and inspiring architectures in the world. One of them must say is Antoni Gaudi's fantastic architectures. I have seen it on many books, so I really want to see it by myself.
Okay, if I have to say, my favorite place is Jeju Island in Korea. I've been there with my friends for university graduation ceremony, and we went to really beautiful and clean beach, and we can refresh from all other pressure things because we went there just after finish our degree show. So that's why I like the Jeju Island.
Okay, if you ask me my favorite place, I would like to say is the Amsterdam, because it's the first foreign country I visited. Last year, I involved in a international student exchange program, so I got a chance to traveling around Europe, and everything becomes quite attractive to me, and like the different cultures, different language, and different study environment. So all of those reasons all of those factors becomes the reasons why I choose another study programs in British in Newcastle.
I think one of my favourite places that I've ever been to is probably South Korea, especially Seoul, because I'd never been anywhere that was so completely different to what I was used to. I couldn't read anything. I didn't know what anything was to eat. I just had to point at things and hope that it wasn't too spicy. And yeah, just absolutely everything was completely different, and I really enjoyed trying to work out what everything was.
My favourite place is New York City. New York City is my favourite place because going there and experiencing it in real life is completely different from seeing it in the movies.
My favourite place is a muddy track lined with trees called Coppice Lane near where I live, where I've walked ever since I was really little, with my dog, with family, with friends, and I really love it because it's always there when I go home, and although it's always the same, it's different every day you go, depending on the seasons or the climate, and it's always home for me.
My favourite place is Lyme Regis Beach because I used to go there all the time as a child with my family, and so I have really vivid memories of that place. I don't just associate it with the place itself, but I associate it with my childhood as well, so that's why it's my favourite place.
My favorite place would have to be Wyoming. I'm from Belgium, which is really densely populated, and you're never alone. So in Wyoming, there is so much open space and such beautiful nature that you can feel like you're the only person in the world.
So if I have to
bigger place, that would be Florence, Italy, and especially during summer and all, because I've got great memories from vacation with my family there.
If you ask me which place I'd like to pay a visit, I would like to say Egypt. When I was little, I'm attracted by old stories and histories from ancient Egypt. Now I get a chance to study abroad, so I think it's time to fulfill my dream to visit this magic place. I must go to this place on this summer holiday. That's all.